The 13 colonies are under the rule of King George III. There is a village at the foot of the Catskill Mountains. The Hudson River passes by this village. It is the duty of a young chicken named Rip Van Winkle to crow every morning, and this is the reason all the villagers love him. Except his nagging wife, Dame Van Winkle, a young, pretty chimpanzee. They also have a daughter, Judith Van Winkle, who is half chicken, half chimpanzee. Her parents call her a chick-pansy. They also keep their beloved dog, Wolf. Unlike most other dogs, Wolf's only hobby is to sleep and eat. Dame always has a grumpy face. She nags Lazy Rip and Lazy Wolf. Judith is wild and ragged. Judith runs around the house crazy. This makes Dame angry. When Dame is angry, Rip pretends to sleep. You never work hard as a husband, Dame shouts at the sleeping Rip. Rip likes to take Wolf away from the village for some peace and quiet, and this time they are going to have a long walk in the woods. When they reach the top of the highest cliff, they look down. On one side is the village. On the other, there is only a deep, dark, mysterious valley, lonely and wild. Rip Van Winkle! Rip Van Winkle! Rip is startled and turns towards the source of the voice. He decides he needs to go down to check it out. Rip is surprised to see a toad walking along in this rare place. He has an elegant pose, showing his confidence and wisdom. The toad turns around. Rip asks, "Can I help you?" The toad uses his tongue to point at the barrel, and then he points at a secret cave. Rip and Toad walk over to the cave. The old man allows Rip to help him, but he does not say a word or show any reaction. Inside the cave is a deep, narrow ravine. Rip looks up at the sky. He can see a full moon shining upon the far end of the ravine. At the end of the ravine, Rip can see a beam of light. When they walk closer, he sees things that he has never seen before. They come into a natural amphitheater. Here, the ravine is full of sunshine. The amphitheater steps have giant logs, but it is empty. 3 boats arranged in a love triangle. The toad tells Rip that the octopus used to date the beautiful fish, but when the crocodile came with 2 roses, the fish abandoned poor octopus. Rip doesn't know what Toad is talking about, but he is amazed by the scene in front of his eyes. The owners of the amphitheater appear. Most animals are looking at Rip, staring at him. They were playing ninepins, drinking wine on the logs. When Rip looks up at the sky, he sees boats flying. A voice calls to him from the farther island. It's the queen of the amphitheater, and she invites Rip for a drink. The queen hands the drink to Rip. Rip enjoys the drink. He feels his body become softer and softer, and he wants more drinks. In the end, he falls asleep on the ground. He wakes up in the valley where he first met the toad. He rubs his eyes in the bright sunny morning. The ravine has closed up, and the amphitheater disappeared. A waterfall covers the cave. Wolf is gone. Rip tries to whistle and shout his name, but only the echoes of his voice repeat in the mountains. He realizes he didn't sleep at home last night. He also doesn't know what excuse he'll give to his wife. When he gets back to the village, all the buildings look new and strange. The flag is different. He walks back to his house, but no one is there. In the town, everyone is looking at him, but Rip doesn't know any of them. A beaver man walks out of the crowd and asks Rip, "Who are you, and who are you looking for?" Rip's face is full of confusion. He looks at himself, and he suddenly realizes his beard has grown long. Rip does not understand what they are talking about. He says, "Does anyone here know my name? Rip Van Winkle." A slim chicken with curly hair gets excited and yells, "Dad, are you my father? Are you Rip Van Winkle?" "What is your name?" "Judith Gardner." "I was Judith Van Winkle. I am your daughter." They hug. "Oh, my daughter, look at you. You look just like your mother and me." Rip Van Winkle helps his daughter's family run Mr. Doolittle's hotel. The idle Rip is still the idle Rip Van Winkle. He spends most of his time at the hotel sleeping. "You never work as hard as a husband, even after I died,"